On this week's wide-eyed adventure, we set sail for Coburg, encounter a fair bit of wind on the nose, had our first meal while underway,
Oh my god.
and find the best spot to provision on Lake Ontario. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's 5:30. We've got a heck of a run, 75 nautical miles to Coburg, and we're probably going to beat into it or have to motor because it's westerlies and we're heading west. So we just left Prince Edward Bay and we're heading for Coburg, which is halfway to Toronto Island. It's a beautiful morning. It rained a bit overnight.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably wondering what the heck are we doing up this early when we don't technically have to be, but we have a really long way to go today. It's going to be, what, 10 hours?
No, 14.
14 hours.
Well, I was hedging a little. Time on the water depends on speed over ground. Our best possible course would be 72 nautical miles. With the wind on our nose, though, it would take longer tacking. No protection on Lake Ontario on this side of the lake at all, really. So between here and Coburg, there's no really to hide. So whatever happens, happens. We're just going to keep going.
Yeah, so far, I mean, we're sitting at 5.5 knots, creeping up to 6.1. I mean, the winds are beautiful, the bay is great, perfect conditions really so far. So hopefully it stays this way.
Yeah. The forecast was 8 to 12 knots, and we had a nice calm sail until we rounded False Duck Island. Motoring into 2 meters, not the most fun, but it is what it is. 10 more hours. Camera doesn't do it justice, but beating into it at 25 knots, 3 or 4 meter swell is not fun. We gotta pinch tight to go where we're going. And the waves, you can see them over the railing. They don't come over the railing because the boat goes up with them, but it's nasty. Well, what are you gonna do? We tried tacking, which made the ride smooth, but would have us arriving around midnight. So, we ended up pinching about 20 degrees off the wind with the motor running. Well, 13 hours later, we just pounded in 2 to 3 meters, peaking at 4 meters for like 8-9 hours. We had to motor into it to hold 25 degrees or not make our course and not make the marina by sunset. And we were just going to squeeze in before the sun drops. And my honey bunches just made a hot meal while underway. Thank God the waves calmed down. Winds are down to 12 knots, 10 knots.
There's no way I would have been able to make this dinner earlier at all.
God, it was pounding.
No way.
Crash, bang. And you had to be 25 to the waves or they'd come over the bow.
Yeah.
So we had to zigzag our way up. Anyways, I'll show you
Yeah.
quick this wonderful
Now we have a
food.
nice sausage stir fry. With some mozzarella cheese on top.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm starving.
Oh God, me too.
Time for dinner. With the wind dropping to 3 knots and the swell dissipating, we had a comfortable motor into the well-protected Coburg Marina just as the sun was going down. A perfect end to a long day. We are going provisioning in Coburg. Whew, what a nice place to stay. A couple of nasty days of weather coming and we would be beating into 10, 12 footers again. 20, 25 on the nose. So we're gonna stay in Coburg for a couple days, do a little editing, a little provisioning, and maybe just enjoy ourselves. This working thing's getting in the way.
Best part? Wait, best part? Liquor store's right up the street.
You know your boaters when. You know your boaters when the liquor store is important.
Well, yeah.
How lucky are we getting with weather? I mean, other than the wind yesterday, where we go, it's pretty nice.
Yesterday wasn't so lucky, but today is beautiful. The town looks adorable.
Downtown Coburg. Oh. Dean Marine, we could use a couple of parts. Oh my goodness. Kind of, yes, kind of, but no.
That's the track one.
We had a deck car blow up on us yesterday.
That's the track one.
That might work. After our squirrel moment in the chandlery, Sherry wanted to check out a local fresh produce market, which turned out to be a wide-eyed surprise. Every once in a while you come across a place that is unexpectedly unbelievable. This is a little market in Coburg where they create all kinds of incredible fresh produce. We did an interview inside one of the owners, and now we're going to try one of the juices that they make at the end of every day. None of the food is wasted and allows them to repurpose it. They're actually more of a kitchen than they are a grocery. When we started to look around, we were surprised to see more than a few exotic items. Check out these mushrooms. When Lucas, the owner, approached to tell us more, we asked if he'd be up for an interview.
Hi, so welcome to Market Smor. I'm Lucas, one of the owners. We're a zero food waste market in the heart of Coburg. What we do is a little different than most grocery stores. We run what's called zero food waste. So we sell produce at basically break-even costs to ensure our staff are making a living wage, to make sure that people taking care of our food are living a quality lifestyle, not bare minimum. Because of that, we've attracted some of the highest quality produce people from around to our store, why the produce looks the way it does. These guys know produce. We have like 85 years of combined produce manager knowledge and a staff of about 6 people, so it's pretty incredible. That's why everything looks the way it does. We know the farmers. Right now we're working about 95% of our wet cases, Ontario or Quebec. Anything that we can achieve local, we get local.
Okay.
Behind you, if you look at my dinner fridge, this is an example of how the zero food waste market goes. We have a team of between 6 and 9 chefs at any one time. Their job is basically to take the produce we don't sell and turn it into food. This is one area. You see our pickled products, you see all of our different fermented products, as well as our different dressings and sauces. Our proteins change every sort of week or so, as do our breakfast and quiches. Behind you, we do have a liquor license, so we are licensed up for beer, spirits, different kinds of cocktails. We feature sort of 3 local breweries that we really like, as well as a few specific Ontario vineyards, but we also really focus on high quality product here, so French champagnes, Italian Barolos, etc. If you follow me through, you're going to find the second section. So this is our lunch section, where again, you're going to see that fresh product. So a lot of our products that we can't say use in the kitchen, we turn into juices, we turn into cut fruits, we turn into different salad available. Coming over here, we also have our fresh lunch bowls that we do every single morning. It's made differently. We have a chef whose job is simply to take the ingredients that are off our produce shelf, use our creativity, and make something beautiful. So every day we have a protein bowl and a market bowl. Our wraps and our subs, again, that's a changing daily product because we always want to see that freshness. Up here you're seeing our charcuterie features. We do all in-house butchery. So we bring full animals in, break it down in-house, and then we also do all of our drying. So the pates, the bresolas, the prosciuttos, they're actually made in the house through our chef program. In our backside here, this is our bake section. This is just what's left. Remember, we start at 10 o'clock and there's people lined up at 9:30. We go through anywhere from 100 to 200 cookies a day. Scones are about 40 a day. We've already sold out of several different types of muffins. Our goal every day is to basically completely sell out. We want fresh every day. None of these will be sold tomorrow. We'll have all fresh product on the counter. Follow me around. We have probably one of the greatest data sections in Northumberland County. Anything you can't find, from mirin to plum vinegars to random peppers that you need to make special Thai dishes, we've got it selected. If you can find it at a normal grocery store, it ain't here, go to the normal grocery stores. We're this place, you can't get it.
Okay.
Coming into here, oh yeah, Fever Tree's a high
yeah.
quality product. So coming into our bulk section, this is products that my picky chefs want that we can't say get traditionally at any other grocery stores. So something simple as exactly sliced almonds or slivered almonds, these are the highest quality we can find, so we figured the customers would want it. Positive. Coming in here, you kind of got our Mediterranean section. Of course, we'll have our top of the line wines up top, our Barolos, some really spectacular ones out of Spain. Again, we don't mess around here with what we've got for our wines. Again, you're starting to see some of our own packaging coming out, but we will eventually be working with a variety of local and international suppliers to get our own brand on. Oils and vinegars, you come into our other section. So coming back here, you see we're just doing a bit of a reline. This is what we call our charcuterie section. So again, all of your high-end meats, your brasolas, your ibéricos, your pork lonzas. Some we do outside, we white label through a really great local butcher. Some we do in-house, like our shaved deli ham, our cold smoked salmon, and our smoked turkey breasts. This again, we've got several different types. Duck confit, we've got different foie gras, but we also really serve the vegan populace. So in both our freezers, we have an entire vegan dedicated freezer, gluten-free sections, as well as a variety of high-quality meats, seafoods, and of course those from Toronto, some piano pizzas. Your standard sort of and non-standard cheese, you've got all your Latin cheeses that you can't get anywhere else, your cotijas, your queso frescos, stuff like that, burratas, buffaloes. Misos, I think we got like 9 or 10 different types of misos here, whereas in most stores in Coburg you can't find one. Great selection of rotating cheeses, and again, this is a classic example. I'm gonna show you guys my pie program. So this pie has approximately 10 cups of fresh fruit. Hass-caps are really expensive local berry. Apples, these are Cosmic Crisps and honey crisps. Just the fruit cost alone of 10 cups of fruit runs us about $9 to $12 depending on the fruit. But because our produce breaks even and has a zero food waste mantra, the reason we run produce is to create this waste. That waste is paid for in our ethical program and then it gets transferred free to my kitchen. What that does is it changes the mathematics in the kitchen. So because that food cost comes down, we can give our chefs a slightly higher wage, pulling all the chefs from the restaurants. Plus I offer the chefs Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. No overtime, no evenings, no weekends, paid vacation, and benefits. So all of a sudden, all these wonderfully talented chefs who used to own restaurants all wanted to work here. That's how we got the chef. So now this pie takes my chef about $11 to $12 to make, with the pastry and the time and the energy. We can sell it at $17. That's a $35 production pie, but because of that value add in that zero waste mantra, we can actually still make money on it. So instead of selling 4 or 5 pies a day at $35, we're selling 20 to 30 pies a day at that $17 price point. And there's no sugar, there's no added anything. It's just delicious, really good, high quality fruit. Lastly, this is sort of the piece de resistance of our program. This is sort of the heart of the zero waste mantra. So our chefs are constantly fighting for all of our different frozen dinner sections or our soups. It's kind of a wonderful, friendly competition in our kitchen. The kitchen underneath our director, executive chef, Sean, all of the other chefs are kind of vying for the best quality, whether they're vegan, whether they're non-vegan. And because Chef Sean is not a vegan, he doesn't care if the product's vegan, it's gotta be good and vegan. It can't just be vegan and it's good enough.
Right.
So what's happening now is we're pulling from Toronto and Montreal vegan communities all the way to Coburg just because of our vegan quality. We do all our own vegan seitan, so all the meats that we use in our vegan meats, we make those in-house as well so that they're not chemical laden. Again, how can I offer that much buttered chicken for $20? Because the tomatoes were donated, the onions were donated, all of the dairy, we don't let our dairy get within a week, because if it gets within a week, we want our customers to have that fresh milk as fast as they can. So anything that's close to it, we just move into our product and we use it like that. And again, it's donated to the kitchen, that's how we can offer that. That $20 comes basically just the cost of the kitchen, the chicken and the staff, and that's it. And then of course our baker is pretty spectacular. Yeah, he's probably one of the top bakers coming in Northumberland. So we've got a variety of different sourdoughs, challahs, brioche. We've got all our own in-house made. Like we're sold out of our bagels pretty much. We do a couple hundred every day. All of our English muffins have been sold out. And so we sell out again. This will be gone by the end of the day today. Our point is fresh and always changing. So everyone's like, oh, that's a great idea. Anywhere else in the world where food is actual the right amount of money, these businesses have to exist because food just can't be thrown out. We've just been really fortunate or cursed in Canada to have really low food costs for so long that our business models are based on math that no longer exists. All we've done here is looked at the math and gone, well, that doesn't work. Who opens up a t-shirt business and throws out half the t-shirts before they start?
No.
Yet that's the entire grocery model in Canada right now.
So much waste.
So anyways, thanks for letting me give you my little spiel on the story.
Thank you for letting us.
You're welcome.
Good thing we only came in for a few items.
God, if you're coming to Coburg, you absolutely have to come here for your food. Especially if you're provisioning on a boat, because if you're provisioning, you have so many fresh and frozen options that you can put in the freezer, and one series of meats and food in a bag that you just heat up with water. Oh. "100%. You're in Coburg, you've got to come here." After provisioning, we met a couple from Rochester with their own Beneteau Oceanus. Now, we didn't film dinner with Dan and Sandy, but we did save a photo of the awesome wine we shared. On our next Wide-Eyed Adventure episode, we fuel up, sail to Toronto, go skinny dipping, and catch up with an old friend.